Hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be episode 21 for our legendary Beastmen campaign for Total War Warhammer. I am the strategy professor. Just joined us for the first time. This is a pure campaign, which means we don't abuse the auto-resolve system, we don't assassinate lords on the campaign map, and we don't do any other shenanigans or tomfoolery to give us an unfair advantage. I like it that way. I hope you do too. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I played the Beastmen. We're getting back into it here. I went ahead and made some decisions, as I said I was going to, start thinking ahead a little bit about the moves that I want to make. So first, let's go ahead and get some skills here. Grab Call of Violence, and eventually we're going to work our way over here and get Freakish Mutations. We're going to get 1 point in Freakish Mutations and see if it affects Giants, at least Giants, and hopefully Cygors as well. We'll see. If it does, then we'll get 3 points in it. If it doesn't, no big deal. We can get the Gora Herd upgrade instead. Because we do want to get eventually to Deadly Onslaught. Well, wait, what? Am I crazy? Hold on. Deadly Onslaught here. Oh, that's what's goofy. Okay. So they have Apocalyptic Visions for the Legendary Lord Khazrak in this tree. So that's actually pretty good, so I'm not crazy. So that's actually pretty good, but Deadly Onslaught's pretty bad. So that's why I've been like confused or forgetting things, because they don't have the same things. This guy has Bloodlust up here, whereas Deadly Onslaught is up here for him. Okay, so that's why, part of the reason why sometimes I'm very confused when I look at these skill trees. Okay, so anyways, we want to work our way towards something deeper in the red tree. It's totally possible we should get Lightning Strike too very soon, but we can wait on it a little bit. I'll go ahead and work our way towards Devastating Charge here. And then we'll probably go down and get this. That 20 extra leadership is so good. I don't really like the evasion chance, because I'm going to try to bait people with the tunneling at the end of the day. So we'll see. I don't know if I want to go for the unit experience, but the 20 leadership is very strong. We'll see how that goes. Now we do still have a Gore Herd over here. It's probably going to fade because we only have 16 units left after that siege. So I had sent them initially to take out this town, but I think I just want to try to just whittle down these dwarfs a little bit. Now, dwarves are going to kill it, but I'm hoping that we can at least do like a quarter damage to them or something. This town doesn't have anything, honestly. Yeah, it's just literally ruins. So it's not a big deal.
I refuse.
Oh, they got a witch hunter, huh? So let's go ahead and now I want to move this guy up here just to get some scouting in this area. I know there's an army over here. I might just jump over this wall. We'll see. Got Horde Growth, the moon. Yeah, I just want to see what's going on over here and then just maybe run in here with Khazrak. Actually, is there a little... There is a bridge here. Okay, so I need to run over here, actually, because I need to get into Khazrak's region. Yeah, there's no way to cross here, I don't think. No. Well, let's just click right here and see which way... Okay, it's telling me to take that way. So I need to go this way. And the reason is, he, one of his skills that I got, the Proponent, reduces construction costs by 15%. And next turn, I want to be able to make the 12,000 gold building right here. So lower my upkeep by a ton. So if I get 15% off of that, that would be really sweet. So now what I want to do, I believe, is just go to like right here. Could potentially go here, but don't want to risk not having enough movement. Well, that's in the forest. Okay. So I want to make sure that I get into a forest to hide. And then now I can only drop down to 17 units until my wall fades. I'm just going to go ahead and use this wall to just attrition this guy down a little bit too. I mean, I could use the wall to scout, actually. Maybe that's a better idea. I think we can beat up most places. Let's go ahead and just use this wall to scout a little bit. Or I'll tell you what, you know, Let's just whittle them down a little bit. Because I'm not going to run directly over there. I'm going to go for Workbad or Averheim first, and those are capitals, and I don't want to put the wall on the capital. Because then I won't be able to siege it, and I think I can beat it up without a wall. So let's combine a couple of these. Alright, that's probably it, so we'll just dismiss him. Because I want to hire some big ticket items here. While I have a couple of turns off. So we're down to 17. Let's go ahead and grab... And we're getting a little wealthier now. Sort of. We don't want to go too much. Like, we don't want to go to like 3,000 over. But I think we can go to about 2,000 over. Because, yeah, we have been making a lot of money, but a lot of these places we may not be able to make money forever. So, we are about to get the discount, though, the extra 25% discount on these things. So, that's good news. Alright, double Zygor, one Giant. I think that's pretty good. I do like the Giant, but I don't really want more than one, probably. The Zygors, however, I may get up to 3. It seems to be a pretty good composition. I can't get Minotaurs with them, but... You know, the Giants, honestly, are only a little bit more than the Minotaurs. And I think they're of similar efficiency. I still probably like the Minotaurs a little bit better, but that's okay. Alright, so I think that's it. We can't build anything this turn, I don't think. No, we have to wait till next turn, and we can build that. This guy already raised this during this turn, so we can't do anything there. Can't do anything here. Getting our tech here. Diplomacy.
Why do you come?
Checking out some of our buddies here.
With what do you bargain?
It's interesting to notice that a lot of these southern factions are getting very powerful here. Because they aren't having to deal with the north. But yeah, can't do anything there. Alright, let's do it. So it makes me want to go down south because they have all the money. Because I just kind of want the toughest opponents. Well, I told him to go attack. He's like, nah, man, I'm scared. I don't want to die. Stay with me. So that little Empire hero is able to spot me out. Okay, so they killed the Bray Herd, but that's okay. I mean, we're going to lose that Bray Herd anyways at the end of the turn because we dropped down to 16 units, like I said. So I just wanted to really just deal some damage. Okay. That's fine. We'll get another one. How much damage did we deal?
I will not.
Okay, pretty good damage, actually. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. We messed him up. So that means we can come up here potentially and knock him out. Although this place, I think, is the place, yeah, has a really huge garrison. So I'm a little reluctant about that.
So.
There's the second army. Okay. What's this looking like?
Absolutely not.
Okay, they can't threaten us, so we should be able to sit here and chill for a little bit. We can send our Bray Herd down there. What did they try to do to me? I think they just came over here to scout, so maybe they just didn't see me. They're just trying to come over here and see if they spot me out. Or maybe they're trying to mess with the Bray Herd. I think if you're actually in the woods, it creates a problem. Or like, they have a much less likely chance of seeing you. It's interesting how you can't really walk through the woods, like some of these deep woods. But I'll bet that when they release Wood Elves, the Wood Elves could potentially do that as one of their racial things. They'd certainly be able to walk through this. And this is almost certainly where they're going to spawn, at least some of them. What do we have here?
By Sigma, no!
That's pretty scary. Well, can I beat it? Well, I can't attack it this turn, so that's one thing. So I can't ambush, and there's 0 chance of ambush. Let's go ahead and combine some of these. Save money and just make it easier to micro. How much do I replenish? A little bit, not a lot. So I've seen on other, with the vampire accounts, they get a little thing on the side that shows, like, or with most other factions, it'll tell you, like, what chaos is doing, like, what having that extra corruption does. I think it increases replenishment for sure, and it causes attrition for enemies. But I think you really don't get nearly as much replenishment as the chaos do, like, the enemy chaos gets in the campaign map on Legendary. Like, they you know, refill almost their whole bar in Chaos territories, but with the Beastmen, they don't get nearly as much. Okay, so I could, like, stand and try to fight him. I think I might be better served by going south and just getting back together with my guy here. And just coming back and wrecking all this stuff. I mean, I could get tough and try to fight him. It would be a good fight.
No.
I think we could probably beat him. I mean, I could hide until discovered. See if I can pull some of these together. I think I'll just boot that. So I could hide until discovered. The question is, can this army beat up what they have? The Pistoliers are a problem. Or the Outriders are a problem. But I think the Cygors would be able to pound those Outriders. Mortars are kind of a problem. They don't have a super strong front line, but they do have a lot of... Well, they don't have a lot of spears, actually. They only have 2 spears. I might be able to beat this guy up. The thing is, I'm just so injured. It might be kind of reckless to go for it. What I could do is move outside of his engagement range, though. Like, maybe like here. Hide. Recruit units. And then go and kill him next turn. I think that's what I want to do. I could hop over the wall, but I think I can fight and beat him. So what do we want? I mean, we already have a pretty strong front line.
Sigma forbids this.
I think just having more anti-cavalry units would be pretty good. I mean, this Minotaur can soak a lot of damage. So I think maybe just getting more Ungor Raiders here. The Minotaurs can do a lot of damage. The Giant can soak a lot of damage. I think just having these Ungor Raiders is probably where I want to be. To help deal with that composition. And then I can always hire more Ungor Raiders soon. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some of these. Let's split the difference. Let's go 2 of those and 1 of these. I think that's fine. They don't have any large units that I'm actually going to be able to engage in combat, so I don't need the spears. So let's go for the axe. I think those 3 should be okay with the Gorbull and the Giant. The Minotaur's helping out a little bit. We'll get a little bit of replenishment here. Our Lord can soak a lot. He's got a bunch of armor. Gorbull has a bunch of armor. I forgot they get a huge bonus versus large of 30. That's really important to keep in mind for multiplayer. They're super strong. Okay, I think this will be okay. Even if he comes and attacks me right now, I don't think he's going to be in range, first of all, but if he is, I still think we can probably beat him. Even without those extra units. Once we get those units, I think it's pretty much locked up. We can beat him. Alright, we're just going to recruit here, but we need to bring the wizard over here. I don't want to actually put him with the army just yet. I mean, I guess I could. No, I can't because I'll lose my Wa, or my my Brayherd. So we'll just come over here. It just is the local region, so I could actually come over here and scout a little bit. He doesn't see very far. He sees kind of far. I guess that's pretty far. Alright, let's go ahead and get that building. Boom. It's going to be an extra 25% off of all these units. How much are they? Let me see. How much are they costing right now? Only 1,100, but I mean it's going to be a lot. Bad influence, serial rudder. These are always funny. Okay. I think that's going to be it. I always just feel like I'm forgetting something because there's so little campaign stuff to do. It's the Beastmen half the time. Where's this thing going now? Interesting. I might be able to kill him at Grunberg because he just took invested a lot of his units. I don't really need the rage right now because I either have a ward out or it's been out of commission for a little bit. I think I'm interested in the leadership. How did this guy... Oh, he ran down this way. Okay.
I refuse.
So I hid. He ran.
Absolutely not. Be gone.
Let's check out Paravon there. They're still kind of expanding down here, but not really. That has a second building, I think. Okay, so they're upgrading a little bit, I think. Marienburg. I guess I never killed that. We just kind of... It's just like in the eye of the tornado there. Just barely survived. What's the chaos down here? It's 78%.
No.
Just picked up our giants. Our, wow, this is awesome. Our Brayher is actually setting up there for the alley-oop. That's pretty smart of them, actually, because they knew I might want to go for that.
Be gone. Do you take me for a
Oh, this is the weak army. I thought this was his primetime army. That's up here.
Take me for a wazzock?
Alright, well, let's go crush him. Yeah, it's only 1,000 now, and I just hired some huge units. Like, what's their upkeep? 140 upkeep for a giant. 140 for a Cygor, and these are like 36. Yes. I like it. Alright, let's take them out. That's not a resolve. For sure. We're just going to raise and defile. We don't particularly need the horde growth right now, but we could hire an extra lord with it eventually. That's pretty sweet. Let's see here. Alright, so let's look at freakish mutations. Let me just make sure there's no other green on him for attack. There's no green for attack. No green. And I can't see Minotaurs. I don't have Minotaurs in this army right now, but we can definitely see with these two whether freakish mutations is going to give me that buff or not. Okay, it does. Okay, it gives giants the boost, but not the Cygors, which is something that I predicted because the Cygors have their own tree where you can get bonuses to their ranged attacks, but it does give the giants extra melee attack, which is nice. And I guess, no, the speed's a different upgrade. Okay, but it does affect the giants with melee attack, so it's good. So it's probably going to do giants, minotaurs, and maybe some of those other units, but it's probably still worth getting. It's probably still worth getting. We might stop and get lightning strike here soon, because we're going to be able to build a pretty formidable one-on-one force. Question is, where do we go now? Oh, well, nowhere, because I just burned that, so that's easy. This guy... Now that army ran away, and I can't catch him.
No.
Now, he's not actually in that... Yeah, he is in that town, never mind. So he's got 11 units, they're all healing a lot. That's going to be really hard to take. Could pop over and start taking out Fildorf. Now, it's a little bit of a dangerous play if I pop over here, but he has one army here. He has one army here. So it's kind of unlikely there's another army down here. But let me go scout, just so I don't get shanked. Here and scout a little bit. Alright, let's give him some items. We'll put corruption on him. Campaign line of sight. I actually want that on him. Because he's kind of my scout. Now, do I have 2 shamans? I could definitely get 2 shamans, I think. Let me see. I do have 2. Where's my second one? I just forget about him? No, he's injured. That's what he got. No, he injured himself with that gyration stuff. I remember now. Okay. Or whatever they called it. With the greenskins, it's like your shaman is gyrating around a campfire aggressively and throws his hip out or something. Okay, so it looks like they probably don't have another army here. If they do, I think I can still beat them, but what I can do is drop in on them right here on the safe side. And then we could come over and start tag teaming and taking all this stuff out. So I think that's what I'm interested in. Could I have built this building last turn? Oh, maybe that was a mistake. I could sit here and make more units for a turn. This will eventually get me the Minotaurs with great weapons. Which I don't particularly need right now. They don't have a lot of cav, but it will be useful. I can also get this, which is super useful, obviously. But I want to be in range of the beast herd before I do that. And I can save cash next time when I put the wizard over here in his territory. So let's go ahead and save some money. I mean, I know it seems like I'm rich right now, but that goes away very quickly. Let's pop over here. We could hand him some Minotaurs too, and then make some more here in a second. Just to kind of get a nice balanced army with like a giant, 2 Minotaurs, like 3 Cygors, or we could put 1 Cygor over here. I don't know. We'll mix it up a little bit and get an army with a couple of Cygors in it, and giant, and a couple of Minotaurs, and then just a bunch of other things.
I refuse such orders.
Can't hire a new lord. I don't quite have the growth to hire a new lord yet. I want these guys to get to that 50% off first, and then we'll do it. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, well, don't go mess with him now. He's just going to replenish it. I'll have to send it back my way next turn. It's not going to be a huge deal. We'll see what Tilea wants to do here. I could go fight them. Now, I really want to get in a good fight here for you guys and gals. Okay, they are in range. They have.
I'll ignore that.
Oh, they traded units a little bit here. Okay, so they have
I will not obey. I refuse.
diverse composition. It's hard to tell. So they have, what, 19
likely.
units? Including 2 lords, one of which is just a level 3 with campaign skills.
I'll ignore
One's
that.
level 6 with character skills. My guys have healed up a little bit here. I have 16. So can I do it 16 on 19? I can also... No, I can't get the wizard in with him. You can't dash, so I can't dash and reinforce. The Beastmen.
Sigma forbids this.
They have 2 mortars.
By Sigma, no.
I can't remember what the other guy had.
Absolutely not.
Do you have a fire wizard? He's only level 1, so he can only cast fireball, which isn't that great. It's okay. Do I have an answer to Empire Knights? Yes. This guy can tear them up. He gets bonus versus large. My Cygors should just decimate what they have. I've got enough ranged units. It's very risky. Obviously, if I lose this guy, it's extremely bad. And I don't have to do this fight. But I really like just doing tough fights sometimes.
I will not obey. No.
Just to keep it interesting. These handgunners do have some upgrades. A little bit faster, a little bit higher leadership. I think the Cygors should be able to crush them, though.
Not like by Sigma, no.
There's Minotaur's a giant. So the giant should be able to beat up whatever they
I will
have
not obey.
for their line.
I refuse.
And
I'll
my
ignore
main
that.
guy should be able to do that too. The only problem is the Outriders and the Mortars. I can use the Chariot potentially to run down the Mortars. Can use the Ungor Herd to just kind of hold the line for a little bit. I mean, well heck, these can Vanguard deploy, right? Yeah, they can Vanguard deploy and stalk, so I could actually just stalk around and use one of these to knock out the mortars. That's pretty sweet. Because they're going to have to come to me with these Cygors. These things are just going to wreck them. I feel like this giant's going to wreck him too. I mean, he's hurt, but he still has 8,000 health.
No.
Their guys
Sigma
are a little
forbids
dinged up.
this. Absolutely not.
I want to do it. I want a good challenge. I think we can beat them. I think we can beat them.
Not likely, no.
It's going to be 19 on 16, but we have higher tech units.
Sigma forbids I will
this.
not obey.
It's dangerous. That guy, what is he has duelist skills? But our Gorbals should be able to really just mess those guys up because we get a huge bonus against them. Yeah, let's do it. It's scary, but I'm going to do it. Attack this guy. Oh, no!
I'll ignore that.
Oh, God, I didn't see that army.
I refuse.
Okay. I should have clicked back faster.
Absolutely by Sigma, no.
Alright, so this is going to be
I will not
a huge
obey.
challenge.
Bid
I
not
think I can
likely.
run. I think I can run. Like, if I run, I don't think they'll be able to engage me next. If they do, then I might be able to defend with this guy. So if they attack me, I'm going to run to, like, here. Probably. And then this guy should be able to defend. I thought this was the army that ran down there.
By Sigma,
Absolutely
Yeah,
no.
there's no way I'm beating
I
that with one army.
refuse. No, I'll ignore that.
We could potentially set an ambush here, though. If we go... I can't beast path down there to get into range. Now, both of my armies can beat his up, but just one army is going to be a huge problem. Wait, how can I walk farther than I can beast path? I think I want to move, so if I run, I should run. If he attacks me, I should run right here. So I want to be, like, maximum, like, range to support. So he's either going to run over here, or he's going to run over here. He could run to, like, right here. So I need to be able to cover that, so just go, like, right here. It would be decent. That's a bit too far up. I would like to go into hidden encampment mode. I think right here. And then when they attack, I should be able to run. If it goes into ambush, if it's just one of them that walks up here, if they don't see me, then I should be able to ambush one of them and kill them. But if I have to run, I should be able to run, get back up into here, and then get a backup army. There's a chance that I run too far and run like over here or something, or over here.
I'll ignore that. No.
I mean, there is a small chance that we could beat all of them with one of these armies, but I doubt it. So I think this is the best chance. We just anticipate they're going to run up here, they're going to attack me. I'm going to run to somewhere within this radius, probably like here, I'm hoping, or like over here. There's a chance I could just run into this corner too. It's a bad situation. I got a little too bold there. I didn't scout enough. I just assumed they wouldn't have 3 armies, but they definitely did. What does this give? Minus 10 power reserves. Can I cross into that region? I don't think so. If I could get into this region... Oh, I can. Okay. Go right here, cross, deploy. Okay, and that'll at least take some of the magic away from their fire wizard. Not a huge difference, but I need every little thing I can get. And... we're the Brayherd target. Hopefully they run back home. They might even be able to come back down and help me. I doubt it, but... if I could have just clicked faster. I need to just... if I click on something like that and it's in the dark, I need to be ready to click back fast. So I would have clicked a little bit faster, then I could have run back and gotten into reinforcement range. So we'll see if it bites me. Okay, the Beast Herd, I think, may have gotten back into reinforcement range. I'm not sure. Okay, so they definitely see that guy. Or at least Empire sees him. I don't know if that means that Tilea sees him or not. Interesting, interesting. Assault units, they tickled some Ungor herd, I guess. I don't know. Brayherd's back. Huh.
I'll ignore that.
Okay, so here we go. We get an even bigger fight this time.
Absolutely
I think.
not.
Alright, so can we win this one?
Not likely.
We might go over a little bit this episode, but I want to get this fight since I've been teasing it all
I will
episode.
not obey. I'll ignore
31.
That. Absolutely not.
39 units. I have 36. So 36 on 39. I can run the shaman in there. Doesn't have devolve yet, does he? No, he just has Vile Tide. They nerfed evolve quite a lot. I tried it in multiplayer and I was like, what? Oh my gosh, it just scratches him. But it does some kind of debuff to him. I think it might give them a leadership penalty or something. Let me see. Where's devolve? Okay, not that one. There we go. Yeah, it gives him a leadership penalty at least. So it doesn't do very much damage at all anymore. It does give him a leadership penalty. Okay, can I win this? Can I win this? I mean, I think so. We're talking 5 Cygors.
I will not obey.
I don't know how I lose to 5 Cygors, or lose with 5 Cygors.
Not likely. No.
I mean, this is going to be a huge fight. That is a consideration too, is that I'm going to have a lot to micromanage and a fight that big. But my dudes are so cracked out, like they're so strong. And I can Vanguard deploy half of them, so I can get over and take out their mortars pretty easily. I could get a good surround on them.
No.
Their real strength is only their Outriders, which I have 5 Cygors that can throw rocks at those things, and I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Ungor Raiders that can shoot them.
Sigma forbids this. I refuse.
I think
not
we can
likely.
beat them.
I'll ignore
Seeing none of them have
that. By
upgrades
Sigma, no.
on their infantry. We are going to get a moon here soon, next turn, so we could do the replenishment if we get that option. So if we lose a lot of units, it shouldn't be a huge deal. We can replenish and then just start destroying all this stuff. Heck, we could take out Tilea, because that's got to be everything they have. So we can just go on a rampage down here and knock out Tilea. Now the dwarves are creeping through here. Dwarves seem to have a lot of... that's a lot of blue there. But let's... one thing at a time. Alright, so I can attack them with this guy. This would be where Lightning Strike would be super good, so I should get Lightning Strike for sure. Because then I could take all these out one by one with a single army. So I definitely want Lightning Strike next. Now that I'm starting to get these monstrous units, it's good. I mean, earlier in the campaign, I stand by my choice not to get it earlier because I really needed a swarm. I didn't have a strong enough to go one-on-one with a top-notch army, but I think I can do it now, so Lightning Strike will be good. Okay. Well, are they supporting each other? It looks like they're supporting. How are they supporting that far? Lightning Strike gives you extra support range, I think, but... Maybe that's just where I clicked last time to try to run away. I think that's what it is. Alright, so... I think what I want to do is... Can I... I can kind of beast path down there, but I don't really need to. I can just do a normal ambush stance here. How do I want to attack? I want the larger army to be reinforcing so that I can maybe cut it off if it gets near me.
Sigma, no.
So I think I just want to attack this guy. They should take me up on this, I think.
I will not obey. Not no.
Because, yeah, if this large army comes out from the side and I'm right next to it, I will crush it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's our huge fight. Oh, they don't get a reinforcement because it's an ambush. So it's kind of like a lightning strike if it works. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so we're going to auto-resolve this because it's like 40 on 6 or something. Dang it, I was kind of hoping on a really tough, like, massive fight. I know it seems counterproductive. Most people are like, what? You just got a really, like, awesome result out of it. But for the viewership, you know, for the broadcasting, I'm always thinking about you guys and gals, trying to come up with the best experience possible. And sometimes that means really hard fights that don't have great outcomes for me. Anyways, we'll auto-resolve this, though. Favor. Always money. I'm rich, but not really. I mean, leadership is nice, but I think we'll go with this. Oh, they... What? The other two armies got to run? Even though they weren't involved in that?
I'll ignore
Okay, now
that.
this is the big one. He's gonna run, though. Unless... I guess if they spot my ambush, all of a sudden they get to run? No, I should have probably put this guy with this one. He's a full 20 stack. Never mind. I couldn't put it with the person who engaged because I was loose movement speed, so that's all I could do. Alright, well, let's make him run then. He might not get to run again. How do I not get reinforcements on this? Well, this is a tough fight. This is what I had measured up and I wanted to do before. 20 stag. Oh no, this is a slightly different army. Still have a giant. We can force them to fight uphill. We can throw Cygor rocks downhill on them with 3 Cygors. We can hold the top of the line with the giants. We can use these Ungor raiders to shoot down into the pistoliers. They don't have that many spears. They have some. And all of these range units, we can actually deploy maybe these Ungor herd to get behind them. At least one thing of Ungor herd we can deploy behind them in stalk mode. Maybe. I think we can do this. This will be a good fight. We can just run the Gore herd back there too to just disrupt and just destroy them all. And him, he can run back there. Yeah, let's do it. This is definitely on the dangerous side. We're living on the edge here, but I really want to give you a good fight, so hopefully this will be a good fight. I think it will be. They do have numbers on us. They do have a 20 stack, we only have 16. And they do have legendary stats. I just have higher tech units, and my guys are a little more hurt than theirs. Now I could just go right here at him and attack him, but I don't think I want to do that because I have superiority, missile superiority. I think I want to go at the top. Now they do have a mortar, so I think I can keep like one unit. These guys potentially like back here hidden on the mortar and just wait on everyone else to come up the hill. Then I can pick up that mortar. The camera angle's a little wonky on this. I wish I could just do like an overhead or something. But it's kind of tough. Let's do it this way. Alright, so... now what other missile units are up here also? Go up here. We want to fire into their missile units. So we fire like right here. Actually, I think knocking out their spears is pretty good too. I really don't want to aim for the cav right off the bat. They're good, but I think that these Ungors should be able to deal with that fairly well. I want to be at the top here, and we don't want to get too close. Now, our range is a little limited though. So I do kind of want to be in range. How close are we? We're pretty close. Skirmish mode. We could, in theory... I mean, alternatively... we could put the Cygors over here, throw this way, and just start with our Ungors right here, and just like start off the fight just shooting these things. Because that's the matchup that we want. We want these things shooting. We're gonna we would lose our hill advantage if we did that though. For our giant and our minotaurs, we could regain it right here. These guys are going to take a while to run downhill to get to us, I think. And we'd fight them in this little basin. Or I could start up here, like I said, and just rain down rocks on them. But these are really the problem. Oh, okay, that's it for time, but we're going to keep going. Finish this battle for sure. This is just tricky. So I could use the giant and just charge right into these guys right off the bat. The giant and the minotaurs run into them. Knock out their ranged. We could use... we could use our Ungor herd over here to just charge in. Okay, let's try this. Let's do this right here so we get this matchup that we want. We want to take out those things ASAP. We don't want to charge them with anything because we don't want them running away. These are 9 group. I mean, we could still have these at the top firing. Maybe that's what we do. Have these at the top. I mean, if they want to come at me, that's fine. Have those at the top. Charge in with these guys up here. Yeah, let's just go with these Ungors here. Go with that. We can use our rocks to mess those things up. Use this guy and the giant just to charge in, tear those up, and the minotaurs. Let's see. We made these guys 9. Let's make these 4. Make this guy 9. Now, what does this guy have for things? 20% damage reduction. He's got a health pot. Okay, so we can charge him in there too. Let's charge all of these. Bum rush. Knock out all of these. These Ungors should be able to take those out. Oops, not that. 3. I don't want the giants in the spears, but we could put them in the swords. Let's put them here at the top. Just get that charge in there. Move him over into group 1. Group 9. So I am going to get collapsed on here by some spears, so I mean, maybe there's an argument for keeping the giant down here and just sacrificing these guys, basically. But the giant would be in the spears if I did that. Let's do 1 unit of these guys just to run in there and disrupt them. And we'll use our artillery to mess up these guys while they're, you know, doing their thing. Okay. It's going to be a lot to try to micro here right off the bat. Let's fire those into that. Where are these guys? Okay, get over here. Take out that mortar. Here and take them out. Actually, no, we need to get over here and still knock those out. Actually, no. We need to be right here. Take them out. Charge them. Charge at them. That's fine. Get over here, knock them out. What is this guy? Minotaurs, that's fine. We're knocking them out. They're done. They're done. What is this? Oh, Gorgle. Oh, he's over here. He's got him pinned. Should be able to pin him. These guys are fine. Let's just go into melee and just charge this guy and knock him out. Let's pop our pot. Sorry, I thought I disabled that stuff. I'll have to figure it out. I think they just updated a little bit ago and switched back to that, which is kind of annoying. So they're probably done. Let's get in here, knock them out. Should be able to crush that guy. Gosh, that hurts. Go over here. Alright, he should have these pinned. Yeah, they're done. Got the Lord. Bad news is they all get to run off the map, but I think that was still a pretty good fight. I was a little scared of it. I don't really know why. It's, four group. These guys, I guess. Where they get off the map. What got hurt? Nothing really got that hurt. The Minotaurs got dinged up a little bit. Giant did. But all this is fine. You guys throw stuff. Let's go. Alright. I'm not sure. We may not be able to run them down. Let me see. I'm so confused on the orientation right now. Did they run off the map? Oh, here they are. How much... Giant did pretty well, considering he was fighting a Lord most of the time. Alright, sweet. So we didn't get reinforcements, but we did get a really good fight, so that's what I wanted. I think that was the best way to do it. It was just neutralize those outriders. You saw I was just shooting at them right from the beginning. And on this map, it's pretty cool because you can pin them against the walls a lot of the time. A lot of them did run away though, so that's not cool. But, okay, that's it. It's fine. Yeah, a lot of them got away, which I don't really like, but... I mean, there's an argument that I should not have gone after them with my Lord, so that they would just sit there and shoot at my Ungor archers. The Ungor archers would kill them. So, but I sent the Lord on the mortar. That was probably a mistake. I could have just sent one of these Ungor archers over there, maybe. On the other side of it, my Ungor archers didn't take any damage either, so... But they're so replaceable. I would much rather trade some of my Ungor archers for his Pistoliers. Yeah, I'm fine trading that. We could get a replenishment, but we might be able to use the moon here in a second. Terrifying Mascavie is cool. Okay, we have some more upgrades. We'll do those at the start of the next episode, though. I really need to try to keep this to an hour. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, and this is the first episode you've seen of mine, please go back, watch the entire campaign. It's been a great time so far. Lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of challenges. It's been a lot of fun. Also, if you're waiting on the next Beastmen episode, go check out the other campaigns as well. We have lots of great stuff going for everything except for Chaos. We will do Chaos eventually, but we have pure campaigns for everybody else to keep you busy in the meantime. Those are all very exciting, even Greenskin and Vampire counts. I know those sometimes get a bad rap for different kinds of abuses, such as auto-resolve, spamming Spirit Leech, and kiting. With the Vampire counts, we don't do any of that. We do use some Spirit Leech early on in the Vampire counts campaign, because that's just how they're designed. But We move away from that pretty quickly to only use Nehek and regeneration magic and not use Spirit Leech anymore. But when we do use Spirit Leech early on in the campaign for maybe the first, I don't know, 10 turns or so, 10 episodes, I don't remember when we stopped using it, but when we do use it, we only use it while we're actually engaged in combat. We don't kite around with it or anything like that. So do check those out. Those are a ton of fun. We also have multiplayer battles. If you want to see more really awesome fights like what just happened right there, check out the multiplayer battle. I only have one Beastmen episode up, but I have a lot for everybody else. I will do more Beastmen eventually. I think they're a lot of fun in multiplayer. But if you just want more fights, that's a good place to look. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed all of this, you watched some more episodes, consider liking, subscribing, telling your friends, just even watching more videos. Anything you can do just really helps out a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. It really helps people be able to find the channel who might be looking for the kind of content that I offer, these pure campaigns, but they might not be able to find it. They might be stuck finding something that they don't enjoy. So they might be stuck finding people who abuse the auto-resolve system or exploit magic or do all kinds of other stuff, and potentially that could turn them off from the game entirely. There's a lot of negative press out there about different aspects of Total War Warhammer, and I think a lot of that stems from people just not playing the game in a fun way, in an optimal way. They think you have to exploit to win, and that's just not true. You can do it without it. So I think if people found this channel, they would not only find joy, hopefully, in the content of the channel, but it would also give some really good press for Total War Warhammer, because people would be like, oh, it actually can be played in a fun, interesting way. And then we get to enjoy more great content, because Total War will keep coming out with more content. So, anyways, that's obviously my small channel is not going to turn the tide and whether or not Creative Assembly is going to make another title or make more expansions or things like that. But every little bit helps. Just really supporting positive people that are creating the kind of content that you want on YouTube, whether it's for Total War Warhammer or anything else, just helps spread that message and helps other people find it and enjoy the same kind of content. So anything you can do, I greatly appreciate, and so do the people who find the content because of your interactions with the videos. So thank you very much. That's going to be it, and I look forward to seeing you next episode. Have a wonderful evening.